Good evening, friends. Today I am going to present to you one of the interesting lectures and presentation by our beloved professor from JNU, whose name is Dr. R. Kumar. Dr. R. Kumar does not need any introduction for the fact that Dr. Kumar has been professor for Russian studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University, and he has devoted his 40 years of life in teaching Russian languages in India. In fact, he is one of the pioneers who introduced simultaneous interpretation in India, and he has taught a good number of interpreters and made them smart interpreters. Apart from being professor, Dr. Kumar has been rector as well as has taken many administrative posts at Jawaharlal Nehru University. He was also treasurer, secretary as well as president of Teachers Association of JNU. He has also been on advisory board to UPSC, that we say Union Public Service Commission. He has brought lots of awards and laurels to his credit and initiated series of programs which has affected thousands of teachers positively as well as students. So before we go into his lecture, I want to explain it to you one more thing, that during our international conference on language and translation, opportunities and challenges, Dr. Kumar was our chief guest. He touched upon variety of subjects and topics, but he emphasized on certain things which is very important to mention here. He focused on professional development need of translators. He also explained how translators and interpreters do not enjoy as much respect as a person from medical profession enjoys. And therefore, he has given us insight about how to reach that level, and that can be possible only when we develop our professional values and develop certain professionalism, ethics as well as professional standards. So let's try and now listen to him and understand his 40 years of wisdom in 13 minutes, which he has explained during our international conference, and we were fortunate to have him among us. But before we go into lecture, I would like to request you to please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell button to get latest updates. Also, we would like to understand your feedback. With your feedback, we would like to improve upon and come back with those videos which are of your interest in career development and professional development, especially in the field of language, translation, interpretation, and culture. So with this, my friends, thank you for watching our video. Let's move to Dr. R. Kumar.
Professor Bhatnagar, Professor Manipuri, Professor Basu, Professor Ruder Bell, Professor Swati, and Mr. Ravi Kumar, ladies and gentlemen. Right on the onset, I would like to express my gratitude to the Indian Translation Association, especially Mr. Ravi Kumar, for inviting me to be amongst you this morning. Well, translation, as all of us know, is an activity which has existed and which has come along with the emergence of civilization together. In some way or other, we have been translating right from the beginning of the emergence of our civilization. Of course, it has acquired, with the passage of time, different forms. In some parts of the world, it has reached a certain status. In other parts of the world, it is still to develop as a discipline, industry, as a dream still. in some part of the world, especially the western part of the world, translation has taken the form of industry, also not fully, even they are not also fully, but their position is much better than ours. In our country, we have not been able to organize the translation activity in the way as it should be, both in terms of practice, in terms of maintaining standards and quality, in terms of providing timely services, and so. Therefore, I think this conference is a timely conference, and this is time, especially in the 21st century, when the development of the world is based on the development of knowledge economy, which has provided greater opportunities, much greater opportunity for especially translation industry, because in this age of ours, large volume of contents needs to be translated. Emergence of internet, emergence of mobile telephones, these are products, which look, these are not ordinary products. They work on programs, and the programs cannot be accessible only to those who know only English. If the product has to find its universal applicability and universal reach, then the content has to be translated into the respective languages of the large number of countries of the world. Of course, the main software can be developed in a particular language, but it ought to be definitely translated into various languages of various countries so as to reach up to the last man in the society. Therefore, it's a great opportunity, a very great opportunity, which brings great challenges also. The content translation cannot be just a very casual translation. It has to be accurate. It has to be translated from language point of view. It has to be translated in a way which is acceptable to the consumer, which is acceptable to those who apply these devices, those who use these products. So there are various problems which the translation industry faces. Even today, most of the universities of India do not have a full-fledged translation activity program. Although we are a country of over 200 languages and dialects, still we are not able to communicate with our own brethren in different parts of the country. Therefore, there is a great opportunity here also. And we have, some universities have programs on translation. Some of them are running all right. Most of them from Indian languages to Indian languages, I don't think they have been running very satisfactorily. Translation from foreign languages to English has been running more or less satisfactorily at places where the programs are there. So we have to provide a good foundation for this industry. We ought to have good translators. And for that, you have to have good translation program, courses at the university level. Maybe elementary practical courses may find place in the school programs also. Why not? While teaching English languages, if you see in our school program, we did have a question on translation, translate into English. I think all of us know, even now, I think these programs are there. They need improvement. It cannot be a simple translate into English program. We can start laying foundation right from schools, and it can then go on developing up to university level. And it should be a serious program, serious content, serious program, serious teachers who teach it as seriously as they teach management disciplines, as they teach medical disciplines, as they teach all other disciplines. It should be also taken in that spirit, and there has to be a change in attitude. In the society, if you look, the translators, they don't enjoy great respect. Only those translators who translate literary works, and if they have done a good job, they do enjoy respect. But now we are, filled with large contents of commercial translation. That is the need of the hour, to bring people together, to contribute to the development of the economy. That is also required. But for that, again, we don't have a good infrastructure. Many people, they do separately, sitting at home or sitting somewhere, they translate. There is no standardization. Sometimes the client has very high expectation, but he does know whom to approach. He approaches any translator. Some clients who don't want to spend, they think translation is a simple thing. Okay, give less money and get anything done. And what happens ultimately, many of these people come back to you when it is not accepted. Then they come to you, could you edit it? These kind of situations arise more often in our setup. So there is a need to really organize. This is a totally unorganized sector in our country till today. Like it is unorganized agricultural labor or anything, this is also unorganized. And there has to be knowledge access, there has to be awareness campaign. Translation activity is not a simple activity. If you want a quality translation, you have to go to a quality translator. And those service providers, luckily we have now some service providers in this sector, in our country also, located mostly in big cities, metro cities. They also need to organize themselves. If you want to really provide a quality service, you don't require only a translator. You will require a subject-wise editor in all disciplines. If suppose you are translating a medical text, some medical content, so it's very difficult to really find a combination where a doctor is a translator also. Very rare. So usually those who have good command over two languages, they venture to translate, but it will to provide good standard, good quality, it must be accompanied by the pen of the editor of the particular discipline. Then only we will be able to get a quality translation. If somebody is translating a material on, say, latest fighter planes, then all of us are not aware of all the technicalities of these instruments. So only an aviation engineer, also connected with defense, can be able to edit that text properly. And we should not feel shy when he edits it, he does it. There has to be proper coordination between the two. If that is done, then we will be able to provide quality translation. Similarly, the service provider amongst themselves also must do networking. That will save them costs. Every service provider, maybe there is a pool of such editors. And as and when you require, you take from this pool and get the service. If in this way, if we organize our translation activity in our country, I think we will take the shape of industry in the very near future. But it needs lots of efforts, and I commend the activity of the Indian Association of Translators. They have been working hard in this direction, and I expect in this conference They are going to discuss large number of issues about which I have just hinted. And to name a few, they are going to discuss issues like globalization and localization in context of translation, technology integration and computer-assisted or aided translation tools, quality standards in translation, terminology management and project management in translation, professionalization and professional practices in translation, techniques and teaching methodologies in translation interpretation, theoretical approaches to translation, interpretation as a profession, cross-cultural communication, publication and content management. All these issues are very important, and I'm sure the participants are going to discuss these issues in detail, come out with concrete suggestions which the association and the various service providers will take into account, and there should be liaison between the university departments who have translation courses running and the service providers also. So if we organize ourselves, I think we will definitely provide a translation industry to this country, which is badly needed, and efforts of all of us is needed for this, to strengthen this discipline, to really, we are basically, Indian people are aptitude-wise, language aptitude of Indian people as compared to others is very good. That I have noticed, interacting with people from all corners of the world, and we have seen our people who take the job seriously. They really do a very good job, and I have all the hopes that our translators will also come out to become one of the best in the world, and the translation industry will come into existence and grow. And with this hope, I wish this conference all the best, and I hope the deliberations will throw new light in this area and go a long way in fulfilling the long, cherished dreams of Indian translators. Thank you very much.